Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Queens of Royalty podcast. I am your host, Boss Lady Coco, along with my co-host Stella Stone, the Pie Lady. Listen, tonight is Thursday night. We are running behind time. Sometimes when you have a podcast, it does go a little bit off, and so we have to make sure things are all set up and ready for you guys when we come on. Stella, how are you doing this evening? You looking marvelous as always, girl.
Thank you. You are too. I'm doing great. A little tired because I had a busy day today.
Okay, and it looks like we have some people on here already. I like this. Stella, I don't know, girl. I think the Queens of Royalty podcast, we are on fire.
Oh, yes, we are. We the
Okay.
hot girls.
We are the hot girls in blue tonight. We are representing that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you got your blue. You got on your sexy blue though.
Oh, I guess you could say that.
No, I'm saying that, girl. I see that. Hold on.
Look, I just feel a little relaxed.
Yes, honey. Yes. So listen, we want to welcome you all to our podcast. We are the fabulous ladies of the Queen sorority. About a year ago, because we've been here a year now, we had some other ladies, that was part of the podcast, and they have moved on and doing their things. And so we are the ladies that decided to stay and keep this thing going. I'm from 75 South, right outside of Dallas, Texas. Stella, tell them what part of town are you from?
Well, I'm actually by way of Alabama, but I'm in Stone Mountain, Georgia. So
Uh-huh.
I go 85 south when I'm going home, but I'm coming back 85 north.
So we on those numbers, y'all hear us. We are on those numbers. So tonight we have a good show for you all. We were supposed to have a special guest tonight, Jeffrey Bruno. Some things came up, so we're going to reschedule him to come on at a later date. So tonight we're talking about so much, and we want you all to be attentive. Make sure you come on if you would like to share for us. Feel free to do so. Sharing is free. We don't ask that you share, but if you would do that favor, if you decide that this show is for you, you go ahead and take a few moments to share. Share from my side of the podcast along with Stella Stone, so we can get some of the ladies in here. We want the fellas to join us too, because listen, we are not just biased when it comes to our men being a part of this podcast. So Stella, tell your people on your side real fast to go ahead and share if they would like to share. But we're not going to beg y'all to share. If you would like to share, that's what we'd like you to do. Okay.
Yeah. Please do. I mean, we have good positive topics. Oftentimes, when we talk about things, it does reach someone. If it only reaches one person, we know we've helped somebody. So, if you will, just take a moment. Doesn't cost you anything, just to hit the share button and invite some people in. If you don't want to share it, then just tag their names in the live.
Absolutely. And then we're going to see it also after the podcast is over. We go back, even if, let's say if we missed what you guys said while the podcast was taking place, we always go back and we make sure we try to respond to everything that you all are saying. So if there's a question that you would like to ask and you want answer back, we're going to take time out. It might take us a couple of days to get to your name, but we're going to make sure we come back and respond to everybody that had a question or everybody that placed a comment, in the comment section. We want to come back and acknowledge you, and you. We're going to play a song that Stella Stone loves so well. And for all of you all that follow Lady Coco as an artist, y'all know I got some music out there, and it's kind of banging, they tell me. So we're going to play this in reference to Stella Stone tonight. What if it was me, y'all?
Hello, somebody.
Talking about he working overtime. He left here at 6 a.m. this morning, and here it is, 2 o'clock in the morning again. Yes. I'm sick and tired of him. I'm not about to take this no more. What if it was me? What if it was me? Can you see Mr. Time? Man, listen, I've been waiting on this dude all day. I I gave you all my love. Now you wanna take it all back. You can't do that, honey. No, no, no. It don't work like that. What if the shoe was on the other foot and you caught us creeping? That's why we asked, what if it was me?
Mm-hmm.
You got to sing it, Stella.
You know I'm no singer.
I don't know watching you.
I'm lip syncing.
I gave you all my love, all of y'all. Y'all didn't do the same. Now it's time for me to walk out the door. Cause we ain't playing y'all games no more. We gave you all we got to give, baby. And y'all took advantage of that. We don't have no more love to give y'all. Y'all played too long. What if the shoe was on the other foot and you caught us creeping? That's why we asked, what if it was? What if it was? Hey, Teresa. Hey, Bernita. Who else we got? The ladies are in here.
Oh yeah.
Man, listen, I'm so sick and tired of this, man. We'll finish this later. Too much for me. But basically, y'all, what if it was me? I mean, it could be so many different situations on different levels of life. Like, what if it was me? And so when you put yourself in that seat of what if it was me, or what if it was you, or them, or they, however you want to slice that song up, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. What if it was me? So tonight, we told you guys a couple of weeks ago we were going to come back and speak on mental health. And so mental health goes in different varieties of the snack pack, right, Stella?
That's right.
The snack pack has Cheetos, potato chips, Fritos. What else is in there? That little box that comes with all those different snacks. It's chips, though. Sometimes they have cookies.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of stuff in that variety pack, right?
A lot of variety.
We want to talk to you all about it. I don't suffer from mental health, but I do have a daughter that suffers from mental health. And I know mental health goes far, it's deep. They say, where does it come from? It comes from a lot of things. It doesn't necessarily mean that you were born with mental issues, but you've gone through so much in your life to the point where it become a mental situation for you. And now you cannot grasp the things that you're supposed to grasp in this thing called life, right? So there's relationships that are involved. There are children that are involved. There are friends that are involved. There are co-workers that are involved. There are life situations, period, a marriage or a divorce. A lot of things causes us to adapt to this thing called mental health. Let me tell y'all something. It's real. It's real. If you don't believe it, you keep living, and then you start experiencing things that you've never experienced before, and it becomes a mental disaster to the mind. And that's why now the doctor diagnosed you as having mental issues. Stella, what's your take on that?
I totally agree with everything that you just said, but here's the thing. A lot of us, especially in our race, we tend to think that it's a problem seeking therapy for mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, I often hear a lot of people always say, oh, I don't need therapy. I don't need nobody telling me this or telling me that. Well, sometimes I'm not even going to say sometimes. It helps to talk to someone that is neutral. Um, a lot of times we want to go to our pastors, or we want to go to our aunties or our grandmothers or even our parents. But sometimes, you have to think outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because when you're dealing with family, this is where it stems from. It's just like a generation of things that's been passed down. And I've learned in my years of living that people love to sweep things under the rug. They want to keep stuff a secret, and then when you grow up, they're having children, your children are having children, and then we have all these issues, and we want to, like, oh, I don't know why this is like this, and how
Mm-hmm.
did this happen?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it started from your ancestors,
Yes.
people that kept secrets, wanted to hide things, wanted to protect people's feelings, and just covering things up when they should be exposed and told. Like, it's not fair to the next generation, and then and now you end up with a complete mess because
Yes.
people want to hide things and not discuss things that should be discussed.
Or exposed. You're speaking on family, so that's very, very touchy, right? Like, a lot of times when things happen in the family, they don't want it exposed. They want to keep it hush hush, keep it covered, keep it under the rug, and you don't realize that you are damaging someone, especially when you become an adult and you had to go through that, right, Stella? As a kid, you went through this
Hmm.
thing as a kid. You saw molestation in the family. You saw abuse in the family. You saw arguing and not getting along, and maybe not even enough food in the family. So we hide that because now we are adults, right? And so
Hmm.
we don't want people to know what we went through back then. We don't want to talk about it. But the main thing is to talk about it, get it on the surface where people can relate to you and say, you know what? That is so me. That is so my family. We went through all of this. And now here I am,
Hmm.
an adult, and I'm struggling with what I went through in my past. This came from my family, either my grandmother, my mother, my aunties, my cousins, the women. Let's look at the women first. They went through this thing, and now we want to, what you say, the rug. We want to throw that rug on top of it and cover the thing. I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't care how good you look right now. I don't care how good you come out that door and say, you know what, hey, y'all, hey.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
saw some things growing up. You experienced some things growing up. And now it's time to pull the curtains open, come out the dark, and bring your head from under that cover, because now it's wide open. If my Uncle John molested me when I was 5 years old, it's time for me to speak on. I was touched inappropriately, and I feel
Hmm.
some type of way. If you don't believe this, it causes issues with relationships that you're in today because I was touched the wrong way. Why was I touched at the age of 5 and 10? And I'm a child. I'm a whole
Hmm.
kid. And
Hmm.
now I'm grown and I'm feeling these things that I'm feeling, and it's nasty. I don't want you to touch me. Why are you looking at me like that? He might say, oh, Stella, you look so pretty today. No, I don't. No, I
Hmm.
don't. Why you say I look pretty? What you want?
Hmm.
What
See,
what
that's
what
mental health. That's a mental health issue. Something that simple.
talk about it.
Yeah, that's a mental health issue. And I mean, it's like, I get it why people don't want to talk about it. Is because they're embarrassed. They're worried about what, protecting somebody else. But I say, don't protect these people, because guess what? If they did it to you, it's time to talk about it. It's time to release that stuff, because you know what? I went through that this week. I had 3 different episodes where I just went on a rant about things that have been done to me, the way I've been treated by people, because I was sitting at work and it's like all this stuff just came down on me all at once. And I was like, you know what? I'm really having a mental breakdown right now, because the weight that was on my shoulders, carrying all this stuff for so many years, haven't been able to properly grieve, deaths of, in my family, because I'm carrying baggage that I just need to dump off
Mm-hmm.
somewhere, get it out of my system, and just move on. Because people gonna be who they are. They will use you, they will abuse you, and then they will accuse you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you know what? Release it. Let it go.
So what have you learned from going through all of these episodes and people are accusing you of things? I heard you say, I've helped a lot of people. I stretch my arms out as far as I can stretch them. Like sometimes, your arms can only go so far, and then you
Mhm.
stretch yourself out further than you go. What lesson have you learned? Like, what, Stella, girl, because we talk to ourselves. Like,
Mhm.
I've done all I could possibly do to help whomever. Where are you with that today?
Well, let me tell you, like, the help that I have offered, it always come from my heart. And I say this all the time, that I just wish God would just give this heart here to somebody else. Let them deal with these issues, but I try to my best to be obedient to his word. So when people reach out to me and asking for help, I do what I can, whether I'm on Facebook asking for money, if I put up a GoFundMe for somebody, or if I have the money, I extend the olive branch. I don't ask for anything back, but in the process, don't use me. Don't just use me and then fall out with me for a petty reason, because to me, you already had a hidden agenda. So
Mm-hmm.
you just gonna get what you're gonna get out of Stella, and then you're gonna believe what somebody else had to say about Stella. So now I'm just gonna not deal with Stella because of what somebody else said. But Stella was, your glory when you needed and wanted something from Stella.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've learned from this situation, or situations with an S, because it's more than one person, I've learned, one, to trust God. Stop trusting people. Stop thinking people have your best interest at heart, and stop just confiding in people. Anything I have going on with me now, I take it to God in prayer. Forget sitting up talking on the phone to somebody thinking, they care about what's going on in Stella's life, because they don't. All they want to do is just gather my business so they can take it to the next person. And then they sit around the round table and hee haw about everything I done said. And then next thing you know, the story done got twisted, and here we are with a bunch of lies.
Mm-hmm. And so this is where we draw the line when it comes to our own lives and our own stability to move from one day to the next. We have to pull back. And we have to learn. We have to learn to pull back when it comes to everybody versus ourselves. There are people in this world that meditate on how to make you become a downfall for yourself. And then there are also people in this world that are genuine and that are kind and they mean you well. And so you have to learn how to decipher between the two. Am I
Mhm.
going to roll with the enemy? Or am I going to roll with God? Am I going to roll with the negativity or am I going to roll with the good? There are always motives that people have when it either comes to you or to them. Sometimes they come, they see something in you that they don't have, and they gravitate to you because they want something that you got. Oftentimes, we don't realize what God has already predestined for us, it is for us. And so, because it's so good for us, we want to go and share it with everybody else. But he said, no, this is your time to shine. This is the moment of your glory. This is the moment of your peace, your joy. And we always, if you have a good heart, you want to share it with somebody else. But there comes a time where we say, you know what? It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they think. I'm getting ready to do this for who? For me.
For me.
Let them talk, because they're going to talk. They talked about Jesus Christ himself. And so if they talked about him, you know they're going to talk about us.
Oh, yeah.
And then I heard somebody say, if they don't respect God that gave us life and put breath in our body, what make you think they're going to respect you? What make you think that they're going to be there to uphold you when they can't even do it for that man that wake them up every morning? So it comes a time when you have to do it for yourself.
Yeah, that is true.
I just heard that. I just heard that sigh over there. You must learn to do it for you. There are people watching you. There are people watching me. There are people watching us. Our broadcast has been a year, a little bit over a year now. We have been nominated for this podcast, and we are going to continue. We are going to continue to bring this to you all over the world. And so as you see it and you hear it, if you have a desire to share it, because you might have a girlfriend, you might have a sister, you might have an auntie, you might have a mother or a grandmother that's still living, and say, you know what, these ladies come on and they speak volume into our lives. And I know that you're going through something in your life. So how about come and join us every other Thursday? And we're going to bring it to y'all a little bit more than we do it, because somebody said that every other Thursday is a long time, and we got y'all in suspense. But me being the CEO and the founder of the Southern Soul Blue Heart Divas, y'all know I be on them. I be on them, Stella. I be on them so hard. Like, listen, we're going to do it, and we're going to do it right.
You should.
If we can't do it right, you got to get up out of here. I'll switch up on you in a minute, but it's for our good. It's for our good. So we have to learn how to uplift each other and not put each other down, and not always be so quick to speak on the negative versus the positive.
That's right. One thing I do want to say, I know this is going off the subject, but I want to say it while it's on my mind, because the way life is going now, like, every person that is living can make a difference in this world.
Every person.
And if you love God the way we say we love God out of our mouths, it should show. All the backbiting, backstabbing, it should cease. Because we as a culture, we are our own worst enemies. And it's sad that we're always going against each other. But one thing that I will say, as far as making a difference in this world, if you are breathing with the last breath that you may have in your body, if you don't do anything in this world, get out and vote.
Okay, yes.
Get out and vote. Let your voice be heard. Make a change. Because Lord knows, God ain't pleased with things that's going on in this world. Please get out and vote.
She said, please, on the heart, and please.
Please.
Yeah, it does make a difference. Even to so tonight our topic is mental health and whatever goes along with it, this thing called life. We saw a couple of nights ago Kamala up against Trump, Now we have to be very careful on social media when it comes to politician and politics, right? Because we ain't clicking it like that. They can cut you off, but this podcast is actually paid for, and we're supposed to be able to speak on whatever. And so when you see that there is a strong African American woman up against a Caucasian, we have to wake up and not smell no coffee, but just wake up, period, and say, hey, what must I do? You know, back in the day, I can remember growing up, they used to say in the church, what must I do to be saved? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that same question today, when it comes to out there voting and making sure our rights is what it is, we have to realize this. What can I do to save a sister? Because we got a sister out there on the line. So what can I do? She stood her ground the other night. She stood her ground. The main thing that I saw was she made him sweat under his nose.
Well, I tried to watch it. I'm just gonna be honest with everybody right now.
You can watch it,
I tried it, but let me tell you something. I mean, I've just never been a Trump fan, period. So the little bit that I did see, I almost threw my remote at the TV to hit this fool. And I was like, I can't do it. I just cannot do it. I turned the TV off and I went to bed.
But Stella, we have to be strong enough to listen. Listen. We gotta listen.
Let me tell you something. Let me just say this. It's not even about it's. You know, even though we as people, or I can say me, I never try to make it out of a color thing. With me, it's about being intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got intelligence and an idiot, I don't care what color it is. It just is no match. So people, use your common sense when it comes to this. So if you put them both behind a curtain and couldn't see a color, you heard what came out of her mouth versus what came out of his mouth.
It's true. But at the same token, we have to reflect on what it is, because a lot of us are not making it be a color, right? But then we got a whole nother flip side of the cards that's making color be either black or white. So because we're in America, right? And so we're gonna be sensible about it, or we can ignore it. So it's true. We can put the curtain there and we can hear the yay versus the nay. We can do that. At the same token, we have to see it too. We have to see
yeah, that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
But you know, the point that I'm making is, I mean, I don't really like to talk about, you know, like you said, getting too deep in that, because it's a sensitive subject with some people. But at the end of the day, like I said, you got somebody that's very intelligent, and then you just got an idiot.
A whole idiot. An idiot that cannot even answer the question, not even listen enough to respond. The response was so off. And so, okay, we bring you right back into our life and what's taking place in life today. What's going on with us today? We got how many days we got? We probably got 50 something days left now before we can all go out there and vote, if you're gonna vote. I've heard people say, I'm not voting. I haven't voted and I'm not gonna vote. It is what it is. Now we can look at it that way, or we can go out there and cast that ballot, you see. But at the same token, our lives still depend on what we're doing today for ourselves. It goes right back to it. So everything that we're talking about tonight, we want to bring it to the forefront so you all can be mindful of what's going on today in this thing called life. What causes us to be where we are? What allows us to be? What allows Boss Lady Coco and Stella Stone, the Pie Lady, to be in the seat where people are listening to our voice?
Yeah,
I talked about this earlier. I said, you know, to be a podcaster, you have to be professional. There has to be a professionalism about it besides just going. And I told you the last 2 weeks we came on, we was on Facebook. I couldn't stand to see us sitting on Facebook because this is a paid podcast. It's paid. And I'm hoping one day that Stella Stone, the pie lady, and boss lady Coco is getting paid for sitting here giving out good information. Looking forward to coming on the live to speak to you all. If you don't catch us on Facebook, go to YouTube. Our podcast is there. You all are going to start seeing it on Spotify, on Apple. Y'all are going to see us because we are the face of today. And we want y'all to respect us for sitting down and taking the time out to come live. We could be doing anything else, but we take the time out and we bring you the news that you want to hear. Everybody won't say what we say. Everybody cannot talk and give you a smile and you all sit here and listen to us. Everybody's not going to share a podcast because there is a podcast. You have to put yourself in a seat where there's professionalism and people want to hear what you have to say. And so I want you all to hear what we have to say, even if we get off track on the subject that we're talking about when we come on, because it's so much to say. It's so much to say, and we want y'all to be able to hear it. We want to be that voice when it comes to you all, the world, the public. I don't know. They may call us over there to talk to Trump. I'm ready if they do, because I shut him down. I know I can.
And look, and speaking of getting off the subject, because see, let me tell you something. I care about my people, and I cannot stress this enough when we come on this podcast. Because as surely as you were born, you're going to leave this world. So people, my people, I hate to sound like a sales representative tonight, but let me tell you something. Please get some life insurance. I cannot stress that enough to my people.
You said you said it the last time.
Get you some life insurance, people. Stop leaving this financial burden on your family.
Please.
It's not fair.
Wait, please, Stella. Wait a minute. So to everybody that's under Stella's voice, when we come back, I want at least one person to say, Stella, I went and got some life insurance. Because she's going to keep bringing it to y'all. And you better keep bringing it too. If you don't, I'm going to remind you, Stella, you didn't bring up the life insurance.
I want somebody to let me know. It is nothing to be ashamed of. And see, I hear all these excuses. Oh, I let it lapse. I didn't have enough money because I had to pay this bill. I've heard so many excuses. People need to stop making excuses to pay life insurance. Because guess what? GoFundMe's, that's going to run out after a while. Putting up your Cash App is going to run out after a while because people are going to get tired of helping you do something that you could easily do, and it's only once a month. I mean, I know I eat out at least 4 times a week, most weeks. And when I eat out, I'm spending at least $15 for just lunch.
Yes.
So $15 to $20, it could be less than that. That will cost you once a month to get enough life insurance to bury you. Stop leaving this financial burden on your family. Stop embarrassing your family to have to get out here and ask for money to bury you. It's not fair.
Exactly. And you know what, to piggyback off of that, right? A lot of us have loved ones that are ill, right? They're ill. And you already know at some point the buck stops here. It stops. All of us, we want our loved ones to live a lifetime, never to go. But just as sure as you live, you're going to die. I'm piggybacking off of you, right? So while your loved one is laying on their sick bed, struggling, going through illnesses, you don't want to think about, what if they die? What if they leave here tomorrow? You don't want to think about that. But we have to be grown adults about this thing. One day, You might not be sick, and it's just your time to go. When
Mm-hmm.
it's your time to go, the question is, will you be ready? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. But you do know you have loved ones around you that's ill, can't do for themselves, possibly maybe in and out of the hospital. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't even think about the worst of it because you're
Mm-hmm.
not looking to take a loved one to the hospital and not to return home. But it happens
Yeah.
every day. It happens around the clock. It's not just adults, it's children. Look at the little boy walked out of the apartment and they found him in the pond. Now, do you think that mother was ready to find out that her son, that boy, then walked out of the apartment and then found the pond and now they find him dead? Do
Hmm.
you think that they had a life policy on that little boy?
They should have.
They should have, but they're
Mm-hmm.
looking at he's a kid. He's a kid, so ain't nothing about to happen to little John right now. You see?
Mm-hmm.
But now here it is. Do you have anything set up? You don't. And so to all of us that watches this podcast once again, please take it serious. The information that we give, we're going to come back with more information and we're going to have some more. We are not doctors. I say that. We are not doctors. The information that we give, we can't tell y'all, hey, this is just exactly what it is. But this thing called life, we can share those experiences with you all. And when Stella comes again and talk about that life insurance, I need y'all to listen because it's real.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
is
just
real.
like Hilda just said, the child could have been a rider on his parents' insurance. Because let me tell you something. I
Yeah.
learned this as a teenage mother. When I had my first child at the age of 16, my parents, they had life insurance on me, and they added my baby as a rider when my child was born. I mean, this is stuff you learn at an
Yes.
early age. I
Yes.
mean, there's no excuses for it.
None. I'm gonna tell you something. I experienced that about 4 or 5 years ago. I knew this guy, and his son got killed. He didn't have no insurance. The guy didn't have no insurance on his son, but his mother took insurance policies out on all his children.
Mm-hmm.
He was in a car accident. They found him the next day. Guess what? Because of that mother's insurance, when he was a little baby, they were able to bury that boy at 20 something years old and move forward with no stress, and it was money left over. So
Mm-hmm.
she's
That's
right.
cool.
It happens all the time, especially from back in the day. A lot of stuff went on. They say, "Oh, they didn't know nothing. They didn't know. Oh, they knew something."
Oh,
But
yes, they
no,
did.
because
Mm-hmm.
we loose as a goose out here. We loose as a goose, and your parents sit back and see you loose as a goose. Let me put some policy on your child. And
Mm-hmm.
I saw that just happen right in my face 5 years ago. And it was possible. And now, of course, the family was fighting over some coins. Wasn't enough coins to fight over. But that mother of that son made it possible for the grandson to be all right.
Mm-hmm. And I also want to add this. If there's anybody out there that's listening, I got somebody. If you need somebody to write up a policy for you, just inbox me and I can point you in the right direction
I
and
have
get
somebody
them help.
too. So I
Hmm.
guess we need to do a whole segment on life insurance because it's real.
Oh yeah.
Louisiana Will is watching. That's my brother. We just had a showgirl out in Nacogdoches with Louisiana Will and Ricky and Kiko and Lady Coco. We showed out in Nacogdoches. Y'all hear me? So yes, y'all reach out to Stella. I'm about the insurance on her side. She's in Georgia, Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Hmm.
And I'm over here in Texas, so you all can reach out to me too, because there's a lady that I deal with also that does it. So by any means necessary, Stella or myself, or Stella has been talking about it. So y'all reach out to Stella with her people. But if you are in,
Oh, you as well. I mean, if you
yeah,
can help
well,
somebody, you help somebody.
it's not my thing. I just know somebody that does it also. So
Yeah,
yeah.
me too. I know somebody. So that's why I stress it because I mean, there's a lot of people I know. And when I put it on my Facebook page, there were agents that put their information under the post. So maybe somebody took heed to it and reached out. I don't know. It's like I'm not going to make any money off of it. I'm just trying to help somebody. I might need to get into business to sell
I
insurance.
tell you what, I had gotten in the business. It's a good business. But here's the thing though, when it comes to our people, when we present opportunities to them for whatever, they feel like, oh, that's too high. I'm not about to put that kind of money. You need to put that kind of money on it. Cremation used to be just a few dollars back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Now they see that everybody want to go with cremation. So guess what?
They jacking up the prices.
Jacking up the price. You want to be burnt up and you don't know you're being burnt up. They jacking up the prices for cremations now. So,
Oh yeah.
okay. Now I'm going to tell you something. They'll go throwing all them flowers on top of somebody. If you know your raggedy behind ain't been right to them, now you crying and grieving, and you want to come and bring the whole church of flowers. Don't bring me no flowers when I'm dead. Bring me my flowers so I can see them. Even if they ain't got no scent on them, baby, bring me my flowers right now. While me and Stella on the live, we in our pretty blue tonight. Bring up I'm going to tell you how y'all can bring us some flowers tonight. By saying, Stella Stone, the pie lady, I appreciate you. Boss Lady Coco, I appreciate you. I appreciate you all bringing this show to us. Those are the flowers that y'all can bring us right now. And so when y'all bring us those flowers by saying, I appreciate you two sisters for taking out the time and say, hey, we love y'all. No matter what you're going through in this thing called life. We go through stuff as podcasters. We go through things in our own personal day-to-day life. But the way y'all can make us feel good by giving us flowers tonight is say, we appreciate what y'all do. Because we're not just doing this for us. We see y'all comments. We see y'all talking. We appreciate y'all. So we hope that y'all appreciate us. And I'm looking at the comments. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. I know one thing I want to do. I want to kind of do like, I wouldn't say it's a poll, but I'm curious to know because I was going to put this on my page. But for those of you that are joining us tonight, if you will take a brief moment and let us know, why do you have a Facebook page? If you're on any social media platform, I'm curious to know, why do you have a Facebook page? Why do you have a TikTok? Why do you have Instagram? What else out there? Anything that's dealing with social media, I'm curious to know why. And it's the reason why I'm asking the question.
Can I answer that for you?
Yeah.
Okay, for me, Arnetta, right? Not Boss Lady Coco, not Lady Coco, but for Arnetta, I have a big family, especially when it comes to the Facebook social media. DJ Lo, how you doing? A lot of my family I don't get to see since I've been an adult, unless I go to a funeral. Um, it touches my heart to see my family on social media and they're doing well. But then it also breaks my heart to see my family when someone has passed away. Like a couple of days ago, my cousin was on my mind, so tough, so tough. And I'm like, what do I need to do about this Facebook thing with some of my family members? They don't support me really. So do I need to delete them, let them go? Or what do I do? But she was on my mind for a reason. The next day, I get 2 messages. My same cousin, I saw her face. Her son was killed in a car in Chicago. And I said, oh, wow. So I'm texting and saying stuff, saying something. So my niece, she texted me and said, TT, it seems like you don't know what happened. And I said, no. She said, cousin such and such, her son was sitting in the car and was murdered. I said, what? I'm reading all these comments, but I don't know what's going on. But I see something is wrong. I see the post. So that's why I like Facebook social media based on my family. I know you can do some things and the content, being a creator and all that, but I get to see family that I don't see every day. That's dear to me. You know, my family is spread it abroad. And so I get to keep up with them on social media. Now, for the ones out there that make it be a ragged part of your life, that's a whole nother story because they keep them. And I'll tell you something, I see something every single day with these old foul posts that they put out there and all this negativity that they have going out there. I try my best, Stella, to stay away. I don't touch it. Even if it comes down my timeline, I don't touch it. I'm not going to touch it. I see that it's nasty and it's raggedy. And some of these people that they posting on their page, they don't even know. They don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. For social media, for me, it's family. Because I wouldn't have never known that my cousin's son was murdered a couple of days ago.
Yep. I mean, to me, well, for me, that's basically the reason why I actually signed up for Facebook, was to keep in touch with family, and share things that I'm doing, you know, with my family, my children, and my grandbabies. And then too, I use it as a way to be motivational. I like to inspire people, and I love to make people laugh, because there's a lot of times I'm on Facebook just being silly. And to me, when you can make somebody laugh, it warms their heart, because you never know when somebody's having a bad day, or they're going through something. Even though I be going through things myself, but I'm always thinking of others, and of in ways of how I can make somebody have a good day or what have you. But then my reason for asking is to just see what people have to say about why they have a page, because there are so many people that do have a Facebook page, and they're just being nosy. They're just being critics. They just want something to talk about, and that's all the negative side of why people have pages. And I'm like, for those people that have pages, for that reason, or a page or whatever platform you're on, you may as well just make yourself go away. Because I can just do without that, which I know I can't stop anybody from saying what they want to say or doing what they want to do. But to those people that have pages for that reason, I suggest that you get in tune with yourself, do a self-evaluation, have a talk with Jesus or your God, or whatever you may worship, or whoever you may worship. But this goes back to what I was saying earlier about the world being a better place, because if all the negativity would go away, life could be so much easier. It could be so much. People can be so happy.
But you already know, Miss Podcaster, that is not going to happen. As much as we want it to go away, life be lifing.
Yeah, and it just like, I guess that's why I wear so much on my sleeve, and I take things so personal that happen to me, because it's just like I want to save the world, and I know I can't. But at the end of the day, it's like, why are you people so angry? Why are y'all so toxic? Like, even if stuff that has been passed on from generations, you should not want to be that way. Like, you should want to be a better version of yourself and not have to deal with what's been passed on to you. When you see that that's what's going on, you should correct it.
But
Like,
here's the thing though. That comes with growth. It comes with maturity. A lot of times when you don't have that structure in your life, right? You've never had that structure. You became an adult. Because age put adulthood on you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're a full grown adult. But your age put adult on you. So when you have not experienced this thing called life the proper way, it causes you to fall by the wayside. And you possibly want to be different than how you are, but how do you recollect? Like, hey, listen, I'm 55 years old. I'm 55, and I know I'm supposed to be different than what I am. But guess what? I'm ratchet just like the ones 35. I want to be batty, 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 woo, woo, woo. So where does the age decipher versus who I am? And a lot of times when you have not recollect to say, my age, right? Supposed to define who I am, but it doesn't because I don't have enough intellect or structure to put me there where my age is supposed to be. So you find a twerker out there at 60 years old. She bopping, 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 bopping. She's 60. And she, you don't knock, Bella, wait. You don't knock. You don't knock her. Wait a minute, wait. You don't knock her at 60 for wanting to bop and twerk, because some of the 60-year-olds can still bop, they can still twerk, right? But it does come a time where you have a 40-year-old daughter, you have a 20-something-year-old granddaughter, and you're 60, and all of y'all in the club together. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. If you can keep up with that 40 and 20, go ahead.
well, my take on that is, I mean, you can look at it one or two ways, but to me, I'll just say she's enjoying life.
I'm telling you, she's enjoying life, but there's a thing called morals. So my granddaughter is 19, right? My daughter is 36, and I'm 60. We all hanging out together. We all hanging out. And I'm just using some numbers. We all hanging out together. We partying. We having a good time. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing. But there's a big old but. My 20-year-old granddaughter is looking at me at 60. Now I'm telling you, I'm over there getting. And you know what? My 20-year-old granddaughter is like, ugh, Nana, you ain't supposed to be doing that. And I say, well, what am I supposed to be doing? Not that. So now I see my 20-year-old granddaughter doing a little something, something. And I said, you know you ain't supposed to be doing that. And what's she going to say? How you going to tell me? You was just over there twerking. I said, so there's morals. That's what. Now we at home. And I'm going to say that's the public figure, right? Because she looking at my nana look good at 60. She look real good. And now her homegirls and her little boyfriends, maybe I need to be talking to you now. Because it happens. It happens.
Oh, I know that also will.
That's a whole problem. Now, if you at home and y'all having fun, that might be one thing. But now you out there in the public eye. My nana ain't got no business out there with no Daisy Dukes on, twerking and twerking, and she ain't supposed to do it. So what happens? You can lose respect. You can lose respect. You ain't at home now. Y'all ain't just playing around. Because I feel like, every family, no matter what the age group is, all families should come together and have fun. All families. I mean, every mama, daddy, because I got 16 brothers and sisters. So, and I know how our parents allowed us to do at home versus going out in the public eye. You at home, my daddy would be on the floor with his legs up in the air, girl, kicking and shaking and like everything. You take that same man out there drinking that bumpy face, his afro, and he's got curly hair, afro this big, take him out to the club. Like, wait, daddy, no. You can't be out here like that.
Well, I mean, I get it because there are boundaries,
Yes.
with that. Now, I mean, and I say that, and it just all depends on the setting, like you said, where you are. Now, because back in the day, I am not gonna lie, me and my daddy, we have ended up at the same spot. And but it was a little different back then too, though. Because
Yes.
it wasn't like outrage like it is now. And
Baby, them grandmamas today, them aunties, they got some different sugar in their water, baby. It's a different.
Oh yeah. So yeah, me and my daddy, we have ended up at the same spot back in the day. But I became a woman at a young age, so I was mature for my age, back then.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute, Stella. Brenda is saying, you're so correct. Respect and boundaries.
Yeah,
so it does. If we want our grandchildren, because the daughters now, when the daughters grown, that's just what they did. The sons is different.
Mm-hmm.
The sons, they hit different than them daughters. So your son, your son ain't even get ready to let you go out there anyway.
Oh no, because my son called me today. He act like he's my daddy, honey.
Yeah, they ain't about to do it. But it is respect when it comes to the young ladies versus the young men. If you got some sons, and I know you do, you can forget it. I don't care what you got on. If they see it, they're gonna say something to you. Like you was hounding your son. You was hounding that. She was hounding that. That right there.
He done called me today. He was like, "You been mighty quiet. What's going on with you?"
But them daughters, the daughters hit different, and so you have to be mindful when it comes to your daughters, because your daughters are gonna grow into be women. You know what I'm saying? So they do look at their moms. They do. I'm gonna tell you something. Be honest. I have 4 daughters, and I said to one of my daughters that I talk to almost every single day. If we don't talk, something didn't hit right that day, and we laugh about it all the time. I said, they talk about having curses on your family, and you're having different type of scenarios going on. And I told her, I said, out of everything that I've done as a mother for all of you all, I'm so grateful and blessed. I said, but there is one thing that I did notice. And I said, I'm not going to put no curse on y'all because it ain't no curse on me. And I'm going to tell you why. She looked at me because we FaceTime. We don't talk on the phone. We FaceTime. And I said, I've had a lot of relationships in my life. And I said, when it comes to me as your mother, I'll give you 3 to 5 years of my life. I'm in my 50s now. And I said, if I see I can't get no good within 5 years, it don't have to be 5, then I'm out of there. And I said, I noticed one thing about all 4 of my daughters that are grown. Y'all do the same thing. I said, so I don't feel bad if you get a relationship and it ends. I feel good because you followed your mom and she said, I'm going to follow suit. If he ain't treat me right, Stella done dropped off. She'll be back. If he ain't treat me right, it don't make sense for me to waste my time to stay there and my energy to act like I got a good relationship when I know I don't. And so for all of you ladies out there that knows you're in a relationship, and let's say you spend 5, 10, 15, 20 years there, and you've been happy for 5, but unhappy for 15, it's time for you to check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's the world gonna end at some point. And if you spend 15 years of your life with a mofo that didn't do you right, and you miserable and unhappy at home, but then you get out in public and everybody think you're so happy, you got the best of relationship, it's so good, it's so wonderful, it's so peaceful, it's so kind, we good over here, we dressed alike, we so this, we so that. Stop playing them games. Because your happiness means everything. Your sanity, your dignity means everything to you. And it's now up to you to make a decision to choose life over death while you're living. We've spoken on death tonight, like this life gonna end. But while you're here, and God has given you the ability to live and to walk and to talk, you got to live the best way you know how. And that's not faking, just to have a relationship under your belt to where people say, oh, looks like she got a good husband. Oh, looks like he got a good wife. Oh, they make a beautiful couple. Y'all can see all of that. But behind them four walls, it could be chaos. It could be a lot of fighting. It could be no happiness at all. And you just pretend that things are good for you. Today, life is not about pretending. It's about to walk that walk and talk that talk and live a good, decent life. One day, it's going to all be over. And who do I turn to when it's all said and done? See, God, he make decisions for our lives. And you can be married 20, 30, 40 years. But it says in that word that one day, one of us are going to check up out of here. And he said he's going to come for the one and he take the other. He's going to always come and take one and leave the other. Let's get it right. He's going to take the one. Let me try to bring Stella back on. And he's going to leave the other. So when he leaves that other one behind, where do you go from here? I've seen stories where people told me they went to bed at night and they woke up. The wife didn't get up. They thought the wife...
Internet issue.
It's okay. You're back. Stella's back. You are. Welcome her back. My co-host. Didn't know that the wife was deceased. They laid there all night. Got up. Went in the kitchen. Make some coffee. What have you. She's having some Wi-Fi issues, she said. Only to find out that your wife is gone. Only to find out that your husband is gone. So we have to cherish every moment like it is our last moment. Don't take life for granted. Live every day like it's your last day. And that's to all of you all that are on this live tonight. If you don't learn anything, learn tonight that life is given to us, not forever, but in the blink of an eye. The Bible says he'll come as a thief in the night. So y'all love each other while you can. Be supportive to a sister or a brother while you can. Give those flowers while you can give those flowers. Don't wait until that person is gone, stressed across the church, and you got thousands of people there. Don't nobody know nothing about it but the ones that's there. You got to show that love while you're here. Show while you know that breath is breathing through your body. Tell somebody that you love them. If you don't tell nobody, tell anybody, somebody, even tonight. If you could type in the timeline that I love you, it might mean the word to somebody, because somebody don't even hear that I love you on a day-to-day basis.
That's
but
true.
Type it on the timeline that I love you. And y'all need to know that we love y'all, the Queenz of Royalty podcast. We love y'all so much. And we appreciate y'all for coming every time we come on, because we see y'all be here. We got our faithful few. Y'all be here. So we love y'all.
That's true.
Go ahead, Stella.
No, I was just saying, I was piggybacking on what you were saying, and that's true. Because I go back and I look at the lives, once we end the podcast, and it's the same faithful ones every other Thursday. We really appreciate you guys tuning in and just being a part of the Queenz of Royalty. And I really appreciate you, spreading the word, sharing the live. And just like Lady Coco said, and she say all the time, stay focused.
Yes.
That's the best thing you can do in life. And love yourself. Love others, but love yourself first. Self-love is the best love.
It's the best love. And if y'all follow me, I got everything that says focus. My clothes, my cups, all of my merchandise, for the most part, it says focus. And that's a DJ. DJ, what is that? DJ Fuji checking in. What's in there? He said we're coming in hot. Always coming in hot. Yes. Focus. Why do you say it, Lady Coco? Because so much stuff out there can distract you from the gutter to the other to the gutter. So no matter what you're going through in this thing called life, you got to. Is that K9 checking in here? Good evening, K9. Happy birthday. You got to stay focused. No matter what life bring your way, you gotta stay focused. The smallest little thing can take you off your square. And you try to figure out, like, how I get over here? What just happened? Like, I was doing something. Steady up and I'm doing so good. I'm doing so good. And then all of a sudden, like, I was really doing good. And I'm so frustrated. And I just want whatever it is you want to do. You got off the path and you're not focused. So to everybody that's out there, stop allowing the smallest little things to get you to the place where you're no longer focused. See, we can handle big things, Stella. The stuff that comes to us and is big. Like, that ain't nothing. But the smallest little thing, somebody said that your dress was too little. Somebody said that your wig was nappy. Somebody said that your lace was too low in the front. Somebody said that your colors weren't organized. Somebody said that you had a show and your show flopped. Somebody said, and somebody said. Now you done got our focus. Because now you want to go check everybody that said. You said what? So what you got to say now? Oh, I heard you said. So what you gonna do now? Oh, yeah, I heard you were talking about me. So you were talking about me, now say it to my face. What you gonna say now? I'm here in the flesh. Stay focused. Stay focused. Because the smallest little thing comes to deter you from being the great that you can be. You know you're good. You know you're positive. You know your strength is strong. You know what you got going on is good. And just one little bad apple in that bunch done ruined the whole thing for you. So by saying the word focus doesn't necessarily mean that your raggedy behind is focused. You got to really get focused. Because see, I had to learn this. I was an internet goat. You say my name, I got something to say. But now I realize my life means more than me telling you how I feel about you. Because you're going to show that thing for yourself at the end of the day. Come on, talk to us, Stella. What's up, DJ T Money? Hit her with the kick. K9.
Hello, everybody that's just joined in with us. I had some internet issues. That's what happened a few minutes ago. Y'all, just forgive me. I have no power over the what you call it? Can't even think of the word I want to say. Technology.
Yeah,
y'all know how it goes. Like, I'm sitting here with two phones, and one of them is working and the other one is not. Like, how crazy is that?
DJ Fuji says, say my name.
Hey, DJ Fuji. Hey, DJ.
Wait a minute.
Master T.
Wait a minute. DJ Master T is in here. We're going to say all y'all names. Come on in there.
K9 Entertainment. I'm part of the pack.
Come on in there.
Yeah, hey, everybody.
Yeah, so go ahead, Stella.
Look, I lost my train of thought. What were we speaking on? I'm sorry.
Oh, Stella was talking about internet issues and whatever she was talking about. But basically what we were talking about, y'all, is staying focused.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were. Look, I lost focus that quick.
Yeah, see? You gotta stay focused. We are the Queens of Royalty podcast. We come on every other Thursday, but we're gonna give y'all a little bit more because this podcast is nominated. Y'all know I got the Lady Coco show for about five years, but the Queens of Royalty podcast has been on the map for at least a year, over a year now, right? Over a year, and we have been nominated. Y'all see Stella's banner on the wall. My banner is on the wall also. So, and we have our cups for the Queens of Royalty podcast. Hey, we true to this thing. So y'all stay tuned because we have more. We're gonna have more guests to come on the podcast, and we're gonna just chop it up and talk about it. This is where it gets really real right here with these queens talking about it. Now, we did have several other queens that were on the podcast, but you all know that people get busy. They have other things going, and so we just try to stay focused. So if you all would like to come on the podcast, be a part of what we're doing, you don't have to necessarily be a woman to come on the podcast. And also, DJ T Master has also been on the podcast where he actually spoke on the women and the men type situation. So the men can come on. You feel free to let us know. You can reach out to Stella or you can reach out to myself, possibly Stella, and she'll just let me know, hey, we got somebody coming on. I do have guests that reaches out to me, but it's a little bit different than the Lady Coco show. I do have some guests that's going to come on the Lady Coco show, but this show is called the Queens of Royalty podcast, and it goes down up in this thing. We in the house here. Everything goes.
In a positive way. In a positive way, because a lot of people think we just on here talking about whatever we're talking about, and it's negativity. No, it's not. We encourage, we motivate, we inspire, and we talk about real life issues. And for those of you just joining tonight, we actually spoke on mental health. We spoke on getting life insurance.
Yes.
We spoke on getting out and casting your vote and making a difference.
Yes.
Please do that. And if you need a referral or to be led in a direction to get life insurance, you can inbox me or you can call me, and I will point you in the right direction.
What's your number for them to call?
My number to call me is 334-704-3432. It's open to the public, so I mean, if I don't answer, just send me a text.
What's the number again? 334?
704-3432.
All right, did y'all get that number? Give it to them again. I'm going to try to put it over here. 334?
704-3432.
So
we really want to encourage people to get insurance because we're asking that you stop leaving this financial burden on your family. Like, people are sick of seeing GoFundMes. We're tired of the fish fries. We're tired of the cash apps. Please stop it.
Wait a minute. You talking? See, y'all be throwing off. We got to stay focused. Fuji said he need a Stella Stone pie. She just gave it. Wait a minute. See, y'all be playing. Facebook just flagged your number. They flagged. Facebook flagged your number. It says 334-704-3432. It says you just posted a number. Are you sure you want this number? They flagged it. I said yes.
Really?
They flagged your number. Yes, they just flagged your number. So okay, DJ Fuji, he said he wanted.
DJ Fuji, I can make that happen for you. I can make sure you can get a taste of those good homemade fried pies, or your whole pies, or your pecan pie, whatever it is. I can whip it up.
Yes, she can. And let me tell y'all, she got some good pies. I'm going to delete your number because they flagged your number.
Okay.
They flagged it. So delete. I'm gonna delete. Yeah, I deleted it. They just flagged your number.
I wonder why. Let me see if I put it in here. What happened?
Just speak it out. I won't. I had posted it. I pinned it on there and they flagged it.
Okay.
So you never know who's there. You never know who's watching, because see, sometimes the people that's watching, they don't come in. You know, they always say for the people in the back. I don't like to use that term really for the people in the back. If you're on here, you're on here. If you're watching and you decide not to tap to come in the live and you're watching, that's okay too. I don't care nothing about nobody in the back. We're concerned about these people that's in the front that we can see. And so there you go. You just posted it. Okay. But
Okay. It did. Okay. It says you can choose to send this as a message to Boss Lady Coco, radio personality. Your comment will still be visible, but the phone number will be hidden.
See, they flagged. So take it down. Take it down. They flagged it. Take it down.
Yeah.
I took it down. They flagged the number. So somebody's probably watching that knows you. So that's why they flagged it on my side. So,
Blanche said, "Do you make a beer pie?"
who is that? Say what?
Do I make a beer pie?
And Fuji said the haters. That's
Yes.
crazy. That's crazy because I have every time I interview someone, if they say their number, I put it on here and I pin it. They never say anything. So now they flagged it on your side, they flagged it on my side. So it's okay.
Yeah, they did.
Y'all know who Stella Stone the Pie Lady is out in Stone Mount, Georgia. So y'all go get y'all pack. Let me tell you something. The holiday is coming. The holiday is coming, and if you have not experienced a Stella Stone pie, take it from me. It's good, and it's real good. It's not too sweet. It's not too sweet. It's not undersweeted either, but it's just good. And it's she said, I like them thick and juicy. That's how her pie is, thick and juicy.
In Alabama, get ready because I'm coming back home September 21st, and I'm actually having a pie day. I will be set up at my mom's house. I'm going to post information for surrounding cities.
Okay.
So what I'll be doing is I'm going to make all different varieties of the pies that I make, and I'm going to sell them that day. And to my valued customers, I'm doing this for them because it's been a minute since I've been home with the pies. So I'm doing that for them. So I'm calling it a pie day. It's going to be on a Saturday.
Be there for that, but I'm not going to be able to make it. I know I'm not going to be able to make it because I got some shows lined up, but the pies.
Oh, yeah, but I'll be traveling. I'm actually going to start doing this like I used to do it. I would go like set up in different cities and just have a day that I sell pies. So
wait.
Get a chance.
Fuji said thick and juicy. To all of you fellas out there, if you like it thick and juicy, a Stella Stone pie, I'm just going to be honest with you. It's thick and it's juicy because I couldn't eat the whole thing because it was so thick and juicy. So
yeah, my pies are not dry.
No, they're thick and juicy like Stella. If y'all ever seen Stella, she's about 5'2". I would say about 5'2", maybe 5'4". I don't think so. And she is, she's thick and juicy. Like
you
got some ladies out there. They might be short and they're chunky. Now she's thick and juicy. So like I think she make her pies based on her body shape. I really, really do.
I'm living up to that. You got to be 2-something if you want to do something, baby, because I'm pushing 223 right now.
You start nothing. Somebody say, Coco, please send that number to me. Oh, you want the number for the pies, or you trying to call Stella? Which one you want?
Who said that?
Bishop Darrell Askew, that's my bro out there in Atlanta, Georgia. He works with a lot of hip hop artists.
Oh, okay. Tell Bishop he need to hook me up because I need to bring some promotional platters and let the people taste them.
He ain't about to do nothing. I'm just messing with him. He ain't about to do nothing. If you need that number, Stella gonna send me a pie for Thanksgiving, and you're gonna have to pay for it, Bishop. And she's gonna send me one for Christmas too and New Year's Eve. I can't get that many pies because I still got my pie from last year, December. Part of it.
I'm frozen.
It's frozen, baby. Don't worry about it when the holiday come. I'm gonna pull it out. I still got my pie. Y'all think I'm joking, but I'm serious about my Stella Stone pie. I ate like half of it, And I was sitting there just looking at the plate like, she got some good pies. She really, really do. Now, no lie, if you all want a pie, reach out to Stella Stone. He said, I've been trying to reach her. You have. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm not going to post this number because it's been flagged twice. The number is 334 704 3432.
You know what? I remember him telling me that he inboxed me, but I never seen the message, so I don't know where it went.
Okay, well,
so he needs to follow me either on Stella Stone or he can go to Stella Pies.
I think they should go to Stella Pies. You know, especially for your sales. It's the holiday now, so they need to go to Stella Pies. Everybody that wants the sweets. Y'all know y'all be eating them sweets. Go to Stella Pies. And once you go there, you follow and you share it out so everybody else can get a pie too. It's 334 704 3432. Call that number and go follow the Stella Stone Pie because I'm following that page too.
Yeah.
Stella Pies. I'm following that page too.
Bishop, make sure you go like and follow and share Stella Pies, Stella Homemade Pies on IG and on TikTok. The Pie Lady, and it's DAPIELDY.
And it's the holiday, so y'all want to get Fuji. Thank you so much. He said, follow the ladies. Y'all can follow me under everything, Boss Lady Coco, except for my government name under Arnetta Faye Casanova. If you have that blue check, you have to use your government name. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to use it, but so far it has really protected my page to have that blue check for such a time it is. I don't think it's something that I just want to keep because you have to pay for it. It's $14.99 a month for that blue check. And so if they're going to have
I had subscribed. And you're right. You have to use your government name. And when I did that, and I used my government name, and it threw so many people off till I just canceled it.
But you have to keep posting and letting people know that your name is your name and this is what's going on. Because people see it, believe it or not, they see it. So they saw mine. They knew I was still Boss Lady Coco, Lady Coco. They still knew it. So
yeah.
But I don't know how long I want to give them $14.99 to check because my name been checked when I was born.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeter did it though, because that's not Jeter's real name, and he has a blue check.
I don't know what he did.
Me either. That's what I was wondering.
Oh, look at Fuji talking about some Faye. You ain't even right. You ain't even right.
That shirt.
Wait a minute. How Fuji gonna call me Faye? See, so they know this hell country. I'm from the South, honey, Mississippi. That is, and that's what they gave me, Fuji. Don't play with me, Faye.
Well,
so wait a minute.
This is my government name. I'm gonna put it in the comments for everybody.
You might as well do it because if you get that check, you have to put it there. So you're right, Fuji. It's Faye, baby. Faye all day. And somebody might say Faye, hey, Faye. My family calls me Faye. I don't know how Fuji know. He must have heard me say that. But my family calls me Faye. All of them call me Faye. All of them. But when they get serious about it, they be like, hey, Lady Coco.
Faye, May.
And my mom's middle name is May. So stop playing. I think Fuji heard me talk about it. That's my mom's middle name is May, M-A-E. My middle name is Faye. My mom is May. Fuji from the country. He already know. Yeah, ain't nobody playing with y'all. Fuji, ain't nobody playing. But now listen, y'all. That's our time. We appreciate everybody that chimed in. Y'all come back every other Thursday, but we're gonna give y'all some different dates where we're coming on sooner than every other Thursday, because y'all be looking for us. Y'all say y'all be looking. So Stella put her name, Stella Stone. Wait a minute, Stella Stone, Dwana S. What?
So my name is actually pronounced Dwana And the S is for Stone. That's my maiden name. And Giles is my last name.
Okay. Okay. Now
So,
I don't even remember that.
and Stella came from me getting my groove back. My dad gave me that name because I was dating a younger guy. And he said, Stella got a groove back. So everybody started calling me Stella. So that's how Stella came about.
Okay, now Fuji is telling us to check out my Southern Soul show on Wednesdays from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on KDHX. Okay, I got you. Faye gonna be there. You get that, Stella?
On Wednesdays, okay, from 2 to 4.
From 2 to 4. So we're gonna check you out. Now you can inbox me so I can remember that, okay? But listen, that's our time. We got to get out of here. Boss Lady Coco, 75 South, and I'm gonna let Stella, take y'all out on her side. And that's it. We got to get up out of here now.
Okay. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. We are here every other Thursday as of right now, but we got more dates coming and more days at a later time. And we will post that. So just stay tuned and watch out for that news. And pray before you lay, vote, and get you some life insurance, and stay sane.
And stay focused. We are the Queenz of Royalty podcast. We're going to say we love y'all. And good night until the next time.
Love you all. Thank you.
Love y'all. Good night, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in.